Poppy Playtime has been lying to you, and I'm going to tell you how. Throughout the course of Poppy Playtime, we've gone through the deaths of countless evil toys. Some of their deaths can be easily confirmed, while others not so much. Like Miss Delight and Mommy Longlegs, for example. We killed them with our own hands and saw them take their last breaths with our own eyes. But for the other toys, their current status is still unknown, or better yet, they're actually still alive. The first toy we need to talk about is PJ Pugapillar. He's the third boss of the games Mommy Longlegs has us play in the second chapter. Before we meet him, we defeat Bunzo Bunny and the Mini Huggies in Musical Memory and Wacka Wuggy. After every game is beaten, you will always hear a scream in the background. These screams are from Mommy Longlegs killing the Mini Huggies and Bunzo for failing their task. We can even see their dead bodies if we take the camera back to the main entrance. Taking a look upwards will reveal a dead Bunzo and Mini Huggies, all wrapped in Mommy Longlegs webbing. But you can say it's a special case with PJ Pugapillar. We never get to pass the game because it was rigged from the start, so there's a good chance he's still alive. Let's trace back to that moment. We realize the finish line is blocked, and we flee using our grab pack to the monitor room. Not long after that, Mommy Longlegs greets and challenges us to a hide-and-seek game. It's hard to believe that she would have the time to kill PJ while she's chasing us. Also, even if she does go to kill him, PJ Pugapillar is not someone you would mess around with. He was supposed to be the last boss, and he's also a Bigger Bodies initiative toy which makes him extremely strong. Mommy might have a hard time killing him, and it wasn't worth risking her life. Therefore, we might see PJ in Chapter 4, and hear the sound of his iconic footsteps one more time. The second evil toy still alive is none other than Dog Day. I know he isn't exactly evil, but the last time we saw him, he was possessed by the evil mini smiling critters, who made him chase us through the playhouse. Now that Dog Day is out of prison, the critters don't have a reason to leave his body, so it's very likely he's still being possessed. The only thing that hindered him from catching us was the fact that he didn't have legs to jump. If it wasn't for the purple hand and the huge gap between the exit, we would be good as dead. Even without legs, Dog Day is still able to chase us with incredible speed, so I can only imagine what a fully complete Dog Day chasing us would be like. I'm not sure we'd be able to survive it. Now, speaking of Dog Day's legs, where exactly are they? Most people have assumed that they were eaten by the mini critters, but what if all this time his legs were taken by Prototype? If that were to be the case, we could see him show up and chase us again in the next chapter. He'd still be in his possessed form, of course, but this time he'll have his legs attached. Next, we have Boxy Boo. If you only play the main series, you might not be familiar with Boxy Boo, but this character plays a major role in the spin-off project Playtime. He looks like a devilish version of a Jack-in-the-Box, and is also one of the deadliest toys from the Bigger Body initiative. Boxy Boo has the ability to quietly sneak on his prey and murder him before they even realize it. We can also see this on display when he was eating people in the Hour of Joy footage. Boxy Boo is very significant to the company, as he was the first successful Bigger Bodies experiment. He was originally created to get rid of the lower level employees who had too much knowledge about the experiments. Back then, there was a staff member who was dying from lung cancer named Thomas Clark. He volunteered for the experiments, so Playtime scientists inserted his organs into a brawn toy, which was later called Experiment 1199. When they introduced Experiment 1199 to the other toys, no one reacted except for Boxy Boo. He violently attacked the brawn toy, to the point that they needed to do a major surgery. That's how dangerous Boxy Boo is. At the time Project Playtime spin-off was released, many thought he would become a boss, or at least make an appearance in Chapter 3. Sadly, it didn't happen, but that doesn't mean he wouldn't show up in the future. In fact, since he doesn't appear in Chapter 3, it makes it more likely that he'll appear in Chapter 4. At the end of Chapter 3, we don't know what happened to Kissy Missy, but she was definitely in danger. She might have been caught off guard and attacked by another toy, which might have been Boxy Boo. His main strength is his sneakiness, so it may explain why neither Kissy, Poppy, or the player heard him getting close. The fourth evil toy that's still alive is Picky Piggy. It's hardly believable that Dog Day is the last of the smiling critters, even though he has said so. There are so many hints that point toward Picky Piggy being alive and turning evil. In her cardboard cutout, she mentions enjoying the taste of chicken, elephant, and unicorn, and it's obvious that she's talking about her friends. If she doesn't even hesitate to eat her own family, what's stopping her from eating anyone else? She might encounter us in the future, so there's a chance we could also end up as her next meal. Plus, the last line of her cutout says, "Still hungry. Hey, what do you say you and I be friends?" She's definitely luring someone into her clutches in order to devour them. With that insatiable appetite, she doesn't even need the prototype to protect her. If it's not Piggy Piggy, then Crafty Corn has the highest probability of being evil compared to the other smiling critters. In her cutout, at first she asks for blue paint, then she asks for red. When she runs out of red paint, something inside starts to snap. At the final scream in her cutout, she says, "Ah, now that's much better." There's a high possibility that the scream we hear is her killing someone just to get the color red. Whatever it is, we definitely shouldn't trust her. The fifth evil toy that is still alive is Huggy Wuggy. He's our very first boss in Chapter 1, chasing us through the ventilation and distribution system of the Playtime factory. We managed to knock him down several stories, and according to Poppy, we killed him. But it's hard to confirm because we've never seen his corpse. He also can't be seen in the Catnap's prototype shrine, which is made out of dead toys, so it seems too early to say he's dead. But there's proof that he might still be alive, and it's the traces of fur and blood found on the walls and pipes of the place he fell. This area is precisely around the Bunzo Bunny production room. It indicates either 1. He tried to climb up after landing and sustaining an injury, or 2. The prototype or Mommy Longlegs dragged him away. And if the prototype managed to retrieve Huggy, there's a good chance he's trying to fix him up to prepare him for something bigger. After all, Huggy is the prototype's most powerful minion aside from Catnap. And as we all know, we inflicted serious damage on Catnap in Chapter 3, so the prototype's only hope may be Huggy Wuggy. There should be enough time from the ending of Chapter 1 to the ending of Chapter 3 for him to get fixed. Next time we see him, he'll probably be even more monstrous and deadly. And the last evil toy that's still alive on this list is Catnap. Poppy mentioned that we killed Catnap, but just like with Huggy Wuggy, there's no definite proof of his death. Since Catnap's most powerful ability is to emit the red smoke that makes us hallucinate, what if his death is actually just a hallucination, similar to how we see Huggy during a hallucination in Home Sweet Home. In the counselor's office, he snatched our gas mask, so we no longer had protection from the smoke. Shortly after that, he chased us in the gas production zone while still emitting the heavy red smoke. We had to inhale it because we didn't have the mask, so likely the last battle was just our hallucination. But if the battle turned out to be real, it still doesn't guarantee the final part where he died was real. Catnap might have pulled a fast one on us to think he was dead while he ran away to hide. Catnap wouldn't want to leave the prototype behind with the player since he knows how dangerous we are. There's also a possibility of Catnap still being alive, but in a different dimension. We still don't know the full potential of the red gas after all. But worry not, our channel has uncovered the truth behind this menacing gas. Make sure you go check it out. So these are the 6 evil Playtime toys that are still alive. If there's a toy we missed, let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell because we'll be back with more Poppy Playtime videos. See you next time.